All I can think of is that this is not gonna go good. What is this? Ah. Oh my god. It's cold. It's cold. I feel like this is just like pissing people off because I'm showing that. I'm just not gonna show it. Hi, River. I'm cold. I'm like really cold. Of course. Y'all, it's crazy to me how Landon gets like maybe 400 people in his lives just because he is scribbling down names. It's crazy to me. Meanwhile, I'm trying and then I get a subscriber off. Awesome. I do, and I get no credit whatsoever. I get no credit. You know who gets the credit? Landon. Anyways. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I did have to say though, Landon does deserve those subscribers. Hi, Tatum. Y'all share the live and everything. Hey, Nora. Y'all guys share the live, please. I just need my live to go out. Like Instagram, TikTok, just share it anywhere, please. Because I am done with 10 people on here. Because I have fallen off. Thank you, babe. But yeah, I'm done falling off. I'm so done. Yo, I'm just staring into space. This is such a boring life. Oh my god, I've gotten so boring. It's crazy. You know what also sucks though is that before, you know, like before, YouTube decided to take my lives away, I was starting to make designs for merch. But that never happened. I mean, I have designs and everything. I already took a shower today, so not tonight, but hi. Hi, Brooklyn. But yeah, I actually was working on designs for merch. And then YouTube took away the thing that gave me views, which is lives. And then I just fall off. That's just how it is. I just fell off. It sucks. But it's okay. It's okay. We good. Let's see. What else should we talk about? Y'all guys decide what we should talk about. And I know, like, the chat is delayed, so. That's so true. That's so true, though. But, like, then if you take it off, then you don't know how to spell something. And then it just pretty much pisses you off more. So. And then, like. I was struggling. That's so real. Right. So true. I have, like, no energy left. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just tired. I had dance today for the first time in a few weeks. Oh, my body's sore. Real. No, I'm not sad. I just got no energy. Maybe that's another thing. I'm falling off because I have no energy. Thank you, Kennedy. Basketball season starts when I go back to school. Bro, I hated it. I hated any basketball practice in 7th grade. So, first period I had was PE. Mind you, first period. That should be illegal in my opinion. Second of all, well, for people that actually do stuff in the gym, that should just be legal. Period. But my coach let me sleep. I was also the favorite. Just kidding. I was not the favorite. Literally, we did nothing. We did nothing. So, hi. We did nothing, so I would just take a nap. But then, stupid sophomores would come in and just do basketball practice. I have science first period and my teacher hates us. Oh my god. Not me. If they told me to do something, I would skip. I would skip it. Because so the thing is my old school, either you slept, did homework, or did something. And if you didn't do anything on any of those, just go skip. Because what's the point? And also, like, my school had, like, vending machines, and it was just weird. Anyways, but yeah, so first period, since basketball season, or basketball practice, when they would practice early, it would be in my first period. And so their coach is cussing them out and all this stuff, and they're being real loud, which does not bother me at all because I'm a very big, heavy sleeper. We have afternoon practice Monday. Dang. Sophomores, they had block schedule. So it'd be every other day. And then when we had a substitute, oh my god. They're like, don't you guys need exercise? Don't you guys need to... No, we're not doing nothing like that. But, yeah, so I'm a big, heavy sleeper, so I don't care if they were yelling or whatever. But when I tell you, them stupid basketballs flying everywhere, and then they hit you, oh, I was so mad. I would get so mad at them. I mean, I know that, like, no, they can't control the ball. So, you're called basketball players for a reason. I gotta go real quick. Okay. I'm not saying that, River, because if I do, there's gonna be a bunch of kids coming in here saying, you know. Hi. But yeah, I would get so mad at them because they would hit me with a basketball, or sometimes they'll do it on purpose. And I was like, are you guys joking right now? Like, and then if I got too tired or too mad, I would try to throw it back at them. And then until I would try and throw the basketball back at them, then I would miss. It was so stupid. Hi, Savage. Hi, Kennedy. Thank you. Real. But yeah, that was how it was. And it always got me so mad because I couldn't even get maybe a 30-second nap without getting hit with a basketball. Hi. I just would get so mad at them because sometimes they do it on purpose, sometimes they won't. And then when some of the girls that I would hang out with, didn't even hang out mostly, but they would just do their homework, and I was like, I ain't doing that. So it's like, and I always said to myself, I said, either I pass or I fail. That's just how it is. Now I understand. But they were the good girls. Sure. But they were like the little good girls. And I was didn't give a crap. Literally. But then after PE, I had to go. I think I had history next. And oh my god. I always had the worst people in my classes. Always. I had the class clowns somewhere, I had the druggies on the others, and then I had like, it was bad. And I would get the good teacher, but then she would get pissed at us because, well, we were the bad students. I love her though. She was like a second mom to me. But she would get so mad. I felt so bad for her. I actually did her work. I actually tried hard on her work. But then what else? Okay, Hannah, tell me why this girl I've been crushing on is giving me attention after I start wearing jeans and boots. Guess she thinks you're country then. Mm. But another thing, I think I had art next. So I had art, and I thought that class was going to be easy. No, you don't just paint stick figures. You don't just do that. No, you have to understand the abstract, the shading, the this, the and I'm like, y'all, I just wanted to just paint. I just wanted a finger paint. She didn't notice me until I changed what I wore, but I do look better now. That's cool. That's good. Bro, art was stupid. Art was dumb. Because you gotta learn about more stuff that you did not need to know about. Now, granted, I loved my teacher when she wasn't mad at me. This poor girl, she dealt with me during lunch. And I would come back in the room with like 4 things of chips in my like and it was so bad. So we had like private school type lunches, okay? And so we had the Coke, we had this, Papa John's on Tuesdays, Chick-fil-A on Wednesdays. So I remember I would get super hungry later. And so I would eat a salad or whatever that they had on the menu that day. And before we would go, we got fast food. And we would get homemade cooked stuff. But before we would go back to art class, I got a bunch of snacks before we go anywhere. Because I knew I was going to be a big bag. So guess what your girl had? It's so funny. I would have a grandma cookie in my back pocket with my phone. No, don't. It's ghetto and stuff. Well, in my opinion, it is. So, but we got good food. Anyways, I had a grandma cookie in the back of my pocket with my phone, and in the other pocket, I would have like a mini chip, like it doesn't matter, like pretzels or whatever. And then on the other hand, I would have my thank you, Riley. Then I would have 2 big bags of chips that they sell. That was like the spicy Dorito thing, the blue bag, and then popcorn. And then on the other side of my hand, or like on other side of my hand, on the other hand, I would have my sweet tea, and then I would have a Dr. Pepper or a Coke. And then and then in my front pocket, I would have candy. Because I knew I would be so extremely hungry. And I would stuff it all in my bag. And then, like, I would find some of the snacks, like, a few months later, and I would eat it. I don't really care. But, What do you mean, and then? Oh. I had a lot of stuff in my, like, every it was bad. So then, after art, I would go downstairs, and I had science. And then I would have, don't, it's first day back of school for me. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Well, us girls can put a bunch of stuff in our hands. Like, we could do car keys, a hairbrush, a bunch of makeup. We can do more. We could have our hair care, our skincare in one hand, and then food and drinks on the other hand. Like, we're going to some, like, big mall. So, don't do what? Don't I don't know. Let me talk. I'm at least talking now. But anyways, so and I would go down to science. Love science. Hated the teacher. Not gonna lie. And also, if one of my old friends are watching, yes, it was the girl, the blondie. It was the blondie. We're not gonna drop names. She didn't do nothing to me. She was just, Don't quote you. No. You recorrected me. That's what I was trying to say. You recorrected me. It's the first day back of school. I'm not doing it. I am a sophomore and still can't do grammar. And I stand by it. I don't care. You still knew what I was talking about, though. What did Blondie do? She was mean. She gave us so much projects. So stupid. And then she would make us present them. And then she would put me with a whole group of boys. Like, are you serious? Hey, at least they were kind of smart. So, I didn't really have to do much. But, really? Let me be with a bunch of girls. Not guys. I don't care about the guys. I just... So, correcting any else. Well, some was in my back pockets. Some was in my front pockets in my jeans. Some was in my two hands. Some was in my mouth at that point. I don't even know. A lot of it. They were everywhere, all over me. But, welcome back. So, science pissed me off. But I loved it. But I didn't. And then after that, we had English. Then I love that teacher. She didn't like our class, but I loved her. Next thing you know, you're gonna... Who knows? Who knows? But, she hated us. She didn't hate us. She didn't like us. Because one of the people... I love him to death, but I don't. He would just have her on her feet the whole time. Like... Yeah. Then we didn't get to do anything because of the stupid people in the back. Yeah. Anyways. So then after English, what happened after English? Wait. I think I only had 6 periods. So yes. Can't resist my science teacher. She has a deep hatred for us. I hated her. But, so then I had to go to Korean class. And that's when I would eat. My history teacher gonna make me crash out. Oh, we crashed him out. Hold on, let me get to 8th grade. Hi, Bree. This is only 7th grade. This is my whole schedule for 7th grade. So, then Korean. We had a Korean class, and, let's just say she didn't really understand English, obviously. And, we taught her some stuff that we should not have taught her. She could have gotten fired from it. But, we're bad. So, like, You know, her looks at me. Oh, thank you. So, that's when I would eat. And she would tell me to, like, put them away. Obviously, she didn't really understand what I was saying, so I said no. And then other stuff, too. I cussed her out. We did that the whole year. All of us. We did it the whole year. That's no excuse, though. Respect your elders. I don't know how old she was, but dang. I don't really want to know. I feel like she was ancient history. But, anyways. We kind of, we taught her. Well, she told me to put my food away. I was hungry. That's not a reasonable crash out right now, but it was at the time. We're secretly rooting for him. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. But anyways, yeah. She didn't really understand what we would say. And, at the time, my, friend, she never liked me. Figured that out. She told me to put my food away. His name was Bob, and he's a W Bob. But, so, yeah. We taught her some stuff that, we're surprised that she's not fired. But she's also Korean. And, she doesn't understand English. Now, she can speak English, but her understanding us is a whole different story. Now, like, mind you guys, I was in a very bad time. No excuse to cuss out elders. But, yeah, we taught her bad words. And she thought it was a good word. Let's sugarcoat it like that. Like, we told her, okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is true. But how she said it was a completely different way. You know, a teacher sucks. That's real. Real. So, anyways. So, pretty much what happened was, like, we taught her what a female dog is. You know? So she tried using it in a sentence. And, yeah, that didn't go well. We feel so bad. But we didn't. It was bad. She was like... Okay, so my high school had a junior high and a high school together. And so we had 7th and 8th grade together. And, I'll tell you the sentence in a minute. But, so, well, some of the 7th graders, they were kind of innocent. Some of them were kind of a little innocent. She's passing out this thing. And all of a sudden, she was like, yeah, and I heard what it means. So, you're a, to a female. She didn't hear the dog part. She thought that, we said female. It's the girl was so shocked. That girl was so shocked. She was like, "Ow, thanks." she walked out of class. It was so funny. Anyways, don't do that. Don't do it. Because it's bad. Literally. I don't even know her. I don't even remember her name. Some hard name. Some Korean name. I don't know. But yeah. That's what happened. Poor Korean teacher. And she loved me. I don't know why. Anyways. How did the kid react? She was shocked. Very shocked. And then she walked out of class. Yeah. She walked out of class, slammed the door. Hannah was back at. Okay. In my defense, I didn't teach her. I was right next to the person that taught her. So, like, guilt by association. But she was my quote-unquote friend, but she never liked me. I think she was just bored. Anywho. Yeah. Then we get to 8th grade, and that's even better. So now, 8th grade rolls around. First period. I don't remember. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, science. Science was my first period. So science was my first period, and I loved my science teacher. He was so nice, and I loved him so much. He was like a father figure for me, kind of. So he was nice. I didn't do anything. I did nothing to him. He actually loved me. Like, we were, like, besties, okay? We were besties, alright? Now, the boys, on the other hand, he was, no. Bruh, I know his daughter. His daughter goes to, the school. But anyways, so we are in class, and of course the boys keep talking, and then he starts yelling, and that's when I get scared, because like I've never really heard him yell before. And when he yells, that's when you know crap is gonna go down, and you better wish you were in hell, because that's how he's like. Anywho, so after science, I go up to second period, which is my Spanish, my Espanol. And I hated it. I hated Spanish. Y'all say it's easy, but it's not. Hi. Y'all, it's not easy. Spanish to me is so hard. But also, I think I just never cared in that class. So I don't think I ever paid attention. Never paid attention once. And then when she would ask me to come up and say something, I would just say I would honestly say blah. Like, I didn't know what I was saying at all. And then she would just, like, tell me, no, you said this wrong, you said that wrong. And I was like, well, I look American, don't I? But, so, of course, and she put me in the front row seat. Anyways, so, let's just say, like, I copied everybody's homework in that class, because it was a tinier class, and so I copied everybody's homework in there. I did not give a crap. And if she saw it, I said, oh, well. Hannah from down south, she ain't Spanish. Exactly. Exactly. The slow sleeps. Well, I am slow. You clocked me. Anywho, so pretty much, Spanish, just never liked her. And then on the exams, I cheated on that crap. A sombrero? No. I don't want to waste my money on her. Not gonna lie. She gave me a C. I don't want to give her a sombrero. Because, if I do, some maracas, no, she'll be annoying as hell. I'm not giving her those. And a Spanish guitar? And a fake mustache? Oh my god, y'all are... you... Dang, y'all. No, for me... Oh, Hannah would rock a sombrero. Oh, okay. Thanks. Anyways. Honestly think you'll look good in a tradition Mexican dress. I don't know what that looks like. Let's look it up. Let's look like. Oh, shit. Shoot. Excuse me. See, now, y'all, I like Mexican food. I don't care about the language. Not gonna lie. Bruh. We're gonna make you Mexican since you real. Damn, if you said that to my parents, they would crash out. What do you mean they're gonna crash out? Oh. So, like, what they... Wait. The tradition, like, Mexican dresses. So, pretty much the thing from Encanto. Their dresses. I don't know. She made me watch that. I didn't like it. I freaking a SAT prep next semester. Wonder how that... I don't even know. I do AS or AC. I don't know. I don't really care. Not gonna lie. But anyways, so... After Spanish, third period comes around, and that is my PE class. And I had a fun PE class because, I never went to PE. I just, pretty much, I skipped the whole thing. I was there for, attendance, and I pretty much left. with a bunch of 8th graders or 9th graders at the time. I just left. So that's what happened during 3rd period. And then they started getting on our butts about us skipping, and they were telling the coach, and the coach was pretty much like, I don't care. But he had to act like he cared because he wanted the money. So we just forged his signature on a piece of paper. And he never got in trouble about it because we forged it. And his handwriting was already messed up, so we just messed it up more, and it was believable. But yeah, and then 4th period was don't get me started on 4th period. So 4th period was my English teacher, and I hated her. I'm not gonna lie. And if anybody sees this and you're from my school, you know, I'm gonna name drop her. Miss Goodwin. Don't like her. Never did. And if she sees this, I don't care. Because I think she knew by the time when I went into class. She can tell by my face. I just did not like her. She was super good at cursive. Real. But yeah. Don't like her. Never did. And she got teacher of the year. Please. I bet she actually paid extra for that, by the way. Anyways. Real. So, then that was lunchtime. Best. Most of the people in that class, though, like, I loved them and all, but the boys, Nice. Nice, River. Let's see what else. After that, 5th period comes around. 5th period. Hold on. Let me think. I don't want to forget anything. 5th period. I think I gotta go back upstairs. Maybe. Oh yeah, I did. I had history next. I'm in sophomore. But we had history next. I had history next. And went in class. Bro was awesome. Not gonna lie. Loved that class. He did not like us one bit. But loved the class. We would get in so much trouble in that class. It was so bad. I'm talking about 8th grade. We were so bad in that class, but we also loved it because we just did whatever. And so, literally, not gonna lie, he was like, kind of like, he wouldn't, this is not often because I love him so much, but he would cuss us out. Hi. But yeah, he would cuss us out. Oh God. But I'm gonna have to say this though. I stand by it that he cussed us out because I ain't mad because nobody was listening to him. So I ain't mad about that. I'm glad that he stood up for himself. Not gonna lie. And then after that, it's a stupid class that I don't need, and they put me in, and I never paid attention. So, pretty much just ate the whole class. I miss my old science teacher from 8th grade. I don't miss her from 7th grade. I miss him from 8th grade. I don't miss her from 7th grade. Not gonna lie, I miss school, but I don't miss the education. I miss the people. Even though the people just never liked me, but found out that all my friends were like fake. But it's okay. So, yeah. That's pretty much my whole high school. Yeah, like I don't have high school years anymore. I never did. I'm not gonna experience the senior year. I'm not gonna experience first day of high school. It's just the same for me. All it is the same. But anyways, yeah. I'm really tired. Really tired, and I'm about to go to bed because I'm just tired. So I'll see you guys later. So yeah.